Oh yeah. So as mentioned in my previous video, captioned the big three and very dark man, which is Wizkid, Davido and Burna Boy in the entertainment music industry, and very dark man in the activism world. We have numerous legendary activists, both past and present, speaking up for the masses. And now we have a man called very dark man in our world today. A revolutionary activist, human rights activist, critic, philanthropist, and humanitarian. This is an individual who single-handedly does things that should be done by the government of a nation. So I came across this post online and other negative comments under the posts. Honestly, I couldn't help but wonder how low some people's mentality is. Religion has become a form of political tribalism, to the point we prioritize tribalism over safety. VDM doesn't just identify national problems, but he also propounds a deep, insightful, and far-reaching answers to a problem. Now, watch this.
Mano, Dangote go kill my sister. Dangote trailer job my sister. We just graduate days ago for school.
That girl lying lifeless on the bed with her leg amputated is a student of Auchi Polytechnic. So yesterday at around 11 a.m., she was coming out of the school gates when Dangote truck crushed her and the bike man. Now, instead of the Dangote driver to stop, he refused to stop until eyewitness, which is one lecturer in Auchi Polytechnic, now chased after the driver. They bracketed him and he was arrested. Then he was taken to the police station. As of now, as we speak now, the police are trying to compromise on the case, which is the problem now as we speak. First thing they did, they went to go and remove the plate.
And here is the response from Dangote's team. Note, Dangote didn't just decide to reach out to Fina's sister, but they did simply because VDM called Dangote out. Most importantly, Dangote team were biased with their compensation towards their victims, because Fina's sister wasn't the only Dangote's truck accident victim in that hospital, but they decided to give Fina's sister's case special attention, because she is already on the news. And to top it all off, another accident occurred in Auchi beside Omega Fire Ministry Church, which bite the life of 3 people by the same Dangote reckless truck drivers.
Another tragedy linked to a Dangote truck is making headlines, this time in Auchi, Edo State, just outside Omega Fire Ministries. Reports say that 3 people lost their lives when 2 trucks, one belonging to Dangote Cement, another unidentified truck, and a GLK Mercedes-Benz were involved in an accident. Now, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, the general overseer of the church, whose attention was called to the scene, has now spoken. Now, let's look at what he had to say.
The young boys, they walk over time. You can see them that they have been driving for like 2 days. No sleeping. There are things that are unavoidable, but that kind of death is avoidable.
Now, this comes barely a week after Big Brother Naija star Fina raised alarm over her sister, Ruth Otabo, who had both legs amputated after a Dangote truck crushed her near Auchi Polytechnic.
This was the reason VDM went to Auchi, to put a stop and create a divisive means to the incessant accidents and killings by Dangote trucks. However, another Dangote truck accident occurred right in front of VDM, which I strongly believe would have deteriorated if not for VDM presence. And yet, some people are hating. If all this selfless service and personal spending are for clout, I want to be a part of that clout. Just a gentle reminder, accidents, buying, insecurity, and bad leaders in government knows no tribe or religion. One love, my people. Failure is not an option. Ahead.